Now we're going to do the parallel parking. First of all, you can hear the buzzer. We don't have our air built up. You got to have at least 100 psi in both tanks. Bring your RPMs up to around 1200. We watch build that air up until you have 100 psi in both tanks. There's your key barrel in the parallel. The truck is already situated in the box or in the parking spot. See a portion of the yellow line there, the right side of the truck. Okay. All right, we're all set to go. Again, pushing in the parking brakes, yellow knob, then red knob. One knob at a time. It doesn't matter which is one first, just one at a time. Put it in reverse. Now, we back up until we see half of that barrel over the hood. There you go. Now, if you see more than half that barrel over the hood, then you know you're going through the back line over there where that key barrel is, which means you're hitting the car behind you. Now you do a hard right, which means the wheel all the way to the right, and move forward until your number 2 axle touches that yellow line on the way out. Okay, now we got the convex mirror as well as the West Coast mirror to go by. There's that yellow line. There's your number 2 axle. Now, you got to do a hard left. And hold the hard left until you see that key barrel. There it is. You see the key barrel? That's the one with the cone on it way back there. There's your key barrel back there. Okay? Now we see that. Don't you see that? Now you need to do a hard right. We're doing the hard right to get the tractor straight in front of the trailer. Moving that hard right. There you go. Now you see the trailer tires on this side, just the side wall. See that? You can just barely see them there. Okay. And now we look to the right mirror, and you can see the trailer sidewalls there, just barely. That means we're straight. And we've got that key barrel split. See a portion of the key barrel? That's a proper setup for this parallel. You got to have that key barrel split. Now all I need to do is get the trailer out of the box. As you can see, those trailer wheels are still on the inside of that yellow line. So I've got to get the trailer out of the box before I can commence backing up. But I don't want to lose that key barrel or the fact that I'm splitting it. I'm watching the mirror still as I go forward. You can still see that key barrel back there with the cone, and the truck and trailer are both out of the box. And we can still see the trailer tires on both this side and that. And the key barrel is split. Then we are beside the setup barrel. You want to make certain that you're to the right of that setup barrel, and not too far to the right. Same thing as the offset, about a foot or two. Now we go to reverse gear, and we need to do a straight line back until that number 4 axle gets halfway across the box. Now remember, when you're doing a straight line back, every once in a while you're going to glance on over to your right to make sure you can see those trailer tires in that mirror. That tells you you're doing a straight line back. Now we lost the key barrel, so I'm going to make a correction. There's the correction, the steer and the counter steer. There's the key barrel again. Now see, number 4 axle is now halfway across the box. If you're not certain if it's there, all you got to do is get out of your truck, stand on the yellow line right there, and look back into the box to see your number 4 axle is halfway across. Once it's halfway across, we do a hard left. All the way left. And continue backing up until your number 2 axle, again, is just on the inside of that yellow line. Right there. See how that's number 2 axle is on the inside of that yellow line? You got both mirrors to utilize. Now, once that second axle is on the inside of the box, then you do a hard right. Hold that hard right. And again, we're going to watch over our hood, because we don't want to see any more than half that barrel. Right there, if you see more than half the barrel, you know you're going to go through that back wall back there, right? So, once you see half the barrel, now I turn it to the left, because I want to tuck the nose into that corner right there to make certain that the right side of the truck is in the box. Alright. Pull out the brakes. And let's see if we're all in. All in on this side. In on the front.